A huge TD differential here. We're in turn 2 of this game. This is the PipStars versus, in my opinion, the GOAT. It's Dead Fred versus Electrics Man. PipStars on offense. That's right, none other than Pips Pippy himself, the ball carrier. Pips Pippy in possession of the ball, crosses the line of scrimmage to the opposing 4-yard line. Huge TD differential here as the Skaven team has picked up at least 2 star players. They have picked up Ripper Bolgrot, strength 6 troll with mighty blow, and Morgan Thorg, strength 6 ogre with mighty blow and block. Let's go. Let's go. Squiggy McSquid says gonna need some Pips lore here. Pips Pippy is the first Hall of Famer, and has performed some mighty feats in his day. Turn 2 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Electric Bands with 3 rerolls. Skaven teams up against this Lizard team. So the Lizard team has a mix of strength and speed. They have the Sarses that are a strength 4. They have access to the Crocs here, strength 5 player. Very, very beefy team in terms of strength. You want to try to pick up, they don't start with skills, and you're looking to pick up skills ASAP on this team. One of the hardest things to do with a Lizard team, I think, is picking up those early skills, spreading out that SPP enough so that you can get block across your roster, and then you can start looking at those secondary skills. Dead Fred's done a pretty good job of that here. And then you have, of course, the Skinks. The Skinks are MA 8 unless you pick up the Chameleon. Chameleon's an MA of 7. And they're very, very fast. They are stunty. They have dodge. You can kit one out as your Fowler. You can kit another one out as your ball carrier. You can see picking up block is fantastic. You get a blodger out of that. The problem is these Skinks are frail. They're your only reliable ball carriers. We talked about how in the first game this evening, how the Werewolves and the Ghoul Runners were the ball carriers for the Necro team. That's not so much due to reliability, that's due to speed. On this roster, it's due to reliability, because if you are not a skink, you have an edge of 5+. So hunting these skinks is paramount for a team opposing a Lizard team. The other problem for the Lizard team is a more strategic problem in that these skinks tend to suck up all your SPP. So trying to get those early skills on the rest of your team can be difficult. They're up against the Skaven team. Skaven team is super duper fast. They have access to 4 gutter runners. You can see 1 here, it's Michael Jordan. 3 here in the backfield. They have an MA of 9 as rookies and the dodge skill. Very, very fast. They're not weak. They're not strong. They're also a little frail with an AV of 8. But man, they can be a super nuisance. MA 9 is insanity. A tall tale is SPD for rolling a 6. Turn 3 for the PipStars. Clivefields, thank you very, very much for the bits. I appreciate it. Picked up a keg. Picked up an assistant coach as well. So, Morgan Thorg, the most expensive salary for star players in the game of Blood Bowl. Morgan Thorg, Ripper Bolgrot, a keg, and an assistant coach. That keg makes your KO rerolls a 3+ instead of a 4+, and the assistant coach is going to give you a +1 to the brilliant coaching kickoff event. That's the one that gives you an extra reroll. Two-die block by the big guy. Gets the knockdown here. Morgan Thorg on the front right corner of this cage here with that mighty strength of 6. Squiggy McSquig says, canonically, Morg's salary is whatever he wants. I could have sworn that at some point Morg and Thorg were 2 players, but I guess I'm wrong. $20 seconds to go here in turn 3 for the PipStars. Say 100%. Two die block on Morgan. Thor gets a push out of this. Tried to set up to get Morgan Thor down on the ground. Strength 6 means you're looking for a strength 7 for a 2-die block. Strength 7 or higher. And then even if you get the knockdown, unless you have a skill like claws or something, you're looking at an 11 plus to knock down. That's a 3 in 36 or a 1 in 13 chance. Maybe says 0 skills on the rats. It's just not a fair matchup despite the inducements. It's a 1 in 12. You're right. It's a 1 in 12. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say any more about it until season 6 starts. But we've got a list of things that we're gonna discuss. Nick and I are going to discuss and try to even the playing field in various ways, I think. What if SVP was making the roll? That's true. It's true. It's a 1 in 13 if he's making the roll. T-die block against Trixie O'Reilly. He gets a push out of this. Ripper Bolgrot on the block. Ripper with Mighty Blow, as does Morgan Thorg as well. Mighty Blow gives you a +1 to your armor or your injury roll, whichever of the two you'll need it for. Your armor roll comes first. If you succeed, then you'll make an injury roll. From here on out, I roll all rushes for everyone in the league. Please don't. Ripper Blitz going after Bootsy Kazoo. Boy, Bootsy. Bootsy stays on their feet. That'll be a both standing result. Oh, he took the push. I thought he took the both standing. So dodge push on Bootsy Kazoo on this blitz. And now has a mark on the ball carrier as well. Ten seconds to go in the turn here for, in my opinion, the GOAT. SP River says, I also had the learning moment that Juggernaut only works when you blitz. Yep. Yeah, it's important, and it's tough, right? I am a very forgetful person. It's tough to remember everything that's going on with your team, with your opponent's team, but it is important to know what skills are on your players and really understand how they work, because you don't want to be in a situation where you have to rely on something like Juggernaut or Hypnogaze or any of a variety of skills, only to go, wait, why did that happen, or why did that not happen? My understanding of Hypno is pale bloodlust, pale Hypno. Is that how it works? Seems that way. Minute 8:20 on the clock here for the PipStars. They are on the opposing 8-yard line right now, currently marked by Morgenthorg. Morgenthorg with a strength of 6. Mighty blow and block. Two-die blitz against Michael Phelps. Got the pal here, looking for an 8+. Skaven a frail team. Lots of speed. I wonder if this is going to be a handoff rather than a dodge. I think Pips Pippy might hand off to Slim Scaly. Slim Scaly will move back to center pitch. Isn't the dodge better odds? It's 3+ versus 3+. Oh, went for the dodge. Failed the dodge. Pips! Pips, why? Pips, please. It was my fault, Pips. I drew on the screen. Pips, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. Only the vampire team deserves this. It's all my fault. C says I was expecting to see some vamps in the replay. Pips Pippy tries to dodge away from Morgenthorg, fails the dodge, and now Bootsy Kazoo is going to get surfed off the pitch. I look away for 2 seconds. Just like that, 2 remove. Whoa, that's a KO as well. 2 removals from the pitch. 2-man player advantage now for, in my opinion, the GOAT. A pow on Drips Drippy Esquire. Another removal could be huge here. These Skinks, again, the only effective ball carriers on this team. SP Beaver says, wait, is 2 removals a lot? I don't think that's a lot. Fails the pickup here on the 2+. Will definitely spend the reroll, and there he goes. Wayne Gretzky with the handoff to Michael Jordan, which is a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. Michael Jordan takes off downfield and is now on the 22-yard line. Huge play. This is the advantage of Skaven. They are super duper fast. Michael Jordan, in my opinion, the GOAT. In my opinion, the GOAT now on the bonus clock, down to 6 minutes, 44 seconds. Turn 5 for the PipStars. They have just 2 Skinks left on the pitch. 2-die block against Pele. Gets a pow out of this. Breaks armor. Just gets a stun. Probably, I would have thought he'd be going after these gutter runners. He may still do just that. Gonna try to force the ball in here as Slim Scaly desperately sprints towards the ball carrier. Slim Scaly not used to being slower than the player he's pursuing, but that is the case in this matchup. Electric Man said, shh, don't say anything. 2-die block against Michael Phelps here. Gets a pal, or gets a knockdown. Another armor break. Gets a stun out of this. Two gutter runners with one handoff has a maximum distance of 22 spaces. There are only 26 spaces lengthwise on a pitch. Team rerolls spent here by the PipStars to take a mark against Wayne Gretzky and Mike Tyson. I don't know if you want to go to toe-to-toe with either of them, really. 2-die block against Wayne Gretzky. Got the pal here. No armor break. Hunting the gutter runners. Is Strippy going to try to dodge away? He did and failed the dodge. That'll be a turnover. Turn 5 now. To the Skaven team. They're in scoring position. I think they may just score here. Got some blocks to take. They have rerolls. A little scary to take the blocks at the star players, since they are, of course, loners, as we talked about in the previous game. I played so there's an Assassin's Creed board game. I mean, there's a number of them, but there's one called Brotherhood of Venice. It's I'm gonna dance into the end zone. There it is. 1-0. In my opinion, the GOAT takes the lead. Very well done by Electric Man. Pippy's gonna come back on the pitch. It was just a brief episode. You know what? His electrolytes were low. He's got some Gatorade back in his system. He's ready to go. PipStars on offense once more with 3 turns left in the half. Unless SB Beaver is rolling, then the maximum distance is what? 8? Mr. Rocker Crocker says, we have someone in our league playing Chaos Chosen with none of the Chaos Chosen blockers. I want to talk about some goats on the pitch. 3 on the line for the defense. They're screening out the offense. 5 on the line for the offense with two skinks. Oh! It's an onside kick. Onside kick this. Oh, but it was a high onside. You got to keep it low. You got to keep it low if you're going to kick it onside. Or not. Strippy tries to get under the ball. Fails to catch. Fumbles the ball over to the tailgater, who can't pick it up either. The ball's going to scatter back to the 6-yard line, which I think is preferred. Turn 6 now for the PipStars. But it's Assassin's Creed Brotherhood of Venice. It's a cooperative game. I played through with a friend of mine. I played through all of that stuff. There's a number of expansions, and there's a versus mode that I wasn't looking forward to, so I saved that for last. I wasn't even really gonna do it, but then I was gonna play another game, but I didn't bother to read the rules, so I brought the versus mode, the competitive mode, and it is fantastic. It is not often that you have a game that's designed for one thing and then they throw in the other mode as an extra where the other mode actually is any good. But man, they did a great job with the competitive mode. It's really good. Two-die on Morgenthorpe gets the knockdown here, trying to keep Morgenthorpe down now. So Morgenthorpe Doesn't have terrible agility, but doesn't have great agility. A positive dodge away is a 3+. $15 seconds to go here for the PipStars. They've got one reroll remaining for the half. Trying to get some protection around the ball before they go for the pickup. It looks like it's going to be Pippy himself who's going to go in for the pickup. It'll be a 3+ to pick the ball up off the ground. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, if that was my Morg, he would be in the Caz box from that block. I fielded Morg in 2 games for a total of 4 turns. Ouch. Rolled a 6 because he's Pippy. Of course he rolled a 6. Moves the ball up to his own 2-yard line. There's the cage. Turn 6 now from, in my opinion, the GOAT. Pippy, a hero to children everywhere. Mom, I'm going to be a skink when I grow up. You can be anything you want to be. $30 seconds off the clock here for this Skaven team to figure out how they're going to try to... I'm not a hero to the Dream-A-Wish Foundation. The Dream-A-Wish Foundation, of course, a halfling team led by a wonderful organization who helps children everywhere dream a wish. Under a minute to play here for, in my opinion, the GOAT. They're going to shuffle one of the clan rats here, or I'm sorry, one of the blitzers over to the right side here. Mike Tyson, the rookie blitzer, wearing number 6, is going to get in front of the cage. One of the 4 gutter runners is going to pull back into the safety position from the left wide zone. Mr. Rocker Crocker says Pips is just able to direct his bloodlust at the other team. Turn 7 for the PipStars. 2 turns remaining in the first half. They need to end this turn in scoring position. Warmaster says, someday Pippy will be a star player inducement. Oh, I dare to dream. I hope so. BB says, SPB, just remember not to ask him to teach you how to dodge. That's right. He hasn't had a good day so far for dodging. 2-9 block against Ripper Bolgrot's going to be a push. Started the turn with the big guy block. Big guys typically have the loner nega trait. And that's going to push Ripper right onto that cage there. Now marking the forward skink, number 11, Slim Scaly. On a scale of Merc Vampire Thrall to Pips Pippy. How heroic are you? 45 seconds left on the clock for the PipStars. Still have a reroll. They're going to try to save that for when it counts, and that's going to be for scoring a touchdown. Trying to find where they're going to go. I mean, an obvious answer is to go down the sideline, but then you're going to get swarmed by rats. One die on Ripper is going to be a knockdown here. Chompy McChompface clearing the cage. And now maybe a blitz on Mike Tyson. Yes, indeed. There it is. Gets the push. That's all he needs. And now a lane has opened up. Right here. Mr. Rocker Carcass says all the best players have to have a star player to balance them. Even Cyanide knows Pips Pippy is too powerful. Telestrator of Doom is active. Who is it? Who is it going to impact? Will it be the PipStars or will it be, in my opinion, the GOAT? PipStars on the bonus clock down to 3 minutes, 44 seconds. They're starting to funnel players through that lane they've just opened up. Failed the rush, has to spend the final reroll here. Rushes to get that final corner on the cage. Here comes Pippy. There it is. Pippy on the opposing 14-yard line, now in scoring position. Front right corner of this cage exposed. Pulling in a player to try to protect Trixie O'Reilly. And the reason for this is that mark means that could have been a block. And if this player gets blocked down, now you can start to get an assist in here against the ball carrier. As it stands, it'll be just be the blitzer against the ball carrier. But so long as that blitzer has a strength of 3, it doesn't look like Michael Phelps can dodge away for the blitz. Warmaster says, what teams do you think they'll introduce next? Slanesh team, possibly. I wonder what a Slanesh team would look like. They've announced Brett. Yeah, they've announced Brett's and Camry for sure. So the next boxed product, like I think they're calling it 3rd season edition for Blood Bowl, I think is due out in November. I'm not sure if I just made that up in my head or not. But it will come with Bretonnians and Khemri. I am actually very surprised by Brett's. I'm excited for Khemri. Khemri can pick up the ball now. There's going to be some significant rule changes that are going to allow Khemri to actually pick the ball up off the ground. Mr. Rocker Crocker says there's no confirmed street date, but popular theory is Black Friday. Fair enough. I will be pre-ordering that whenever and wherever I can. Slanesh gets no love. I think Slanesh gets lots of love. 2-9 block. Gets the knockdown here against Drippy Esquire. Marking out the left side of the cage. Still has the blitz on the table. Right, Mr. Rocker Crocker is referring to a new rule. So it is going to be a 2+ blitz. Has a reroll. Will he spend the reroll? I think he will. No, it's just going to be a both standing result. So Pippy is going to remain marked with a number of players trying to close the gap here. Mr. Rocker Crocker says there's a new skill. It's called secure the ball, and it's a 2+ to pick up the ball, but it ends your activation. But the opponent needs to be far enough away. Yeah, I think the way secure the ball is the new. I don't think it's a skill. I think it's just an action. Yeah. Right. And I think you can only do it when there's no opponent within 3 squares of the ball, or maybe 3 squares of the player. I'm not sure. Fail the dodge turnate for the PipStars. Can they get on the board to tie this ball game? Mr. Rocker Crocker says no one is sure, but we think 3 squares of ball. Fair enough. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it, Warmaster. It's like a fair catch play. Yeah. It's like a fair catch that you can do at any time, provided you're within the restrictions of the action. Ajax the Ride says, I think Electric's Man is saving the reroll for the one-turn touchdown. Fair enough. Skaven teams are fast enough to pull that off. 3 die. Now no armor break. SP Beaver says it's going to make the Blitz kickoff event a bit more powerful. It's going to make it, yeah, like negating that action would be huge. Two-die block against Jerry Rice. Used to play for the 49ers. Now plays for, in my opinion, the GOAT. And now he's... Oh, maybe he should have stuck to American football. Two-die block against Mike Tyson. Push will be enough. Well, it will be enough to make this... oh, it's still going to be 2 dodges. Speechless. Speechless. Pips Pippy. Come on, Pips. Pips. Pips Pippy tried to pass the ball, failed the pass. They're not going to get on the board. The Skaven team's going to end this in the lead 1-0. That had to have... I am not sure what happened there. Blitz to Surf. Drips Drippy here is going to get the Surf. It's going to get the removal to SPP. Well done. Morgenthorpe with a 2-die against Gatorade. 9+ breaks. I'm sorry, that's not 9+. Morgenthorpe has a Mighty Blow +2. So he gets a +2 to the armor or the injury roll. That'll be the end of the first half. 1-0 the score. In my opinion, the GOAT will be on offense to start this second half. They are sitting pretty right now after the failed scoring attempt by the PipStars. They weren't able to get on the board and tie the game. And now the offense just needs to not give this ball up. If they can do that, they've won the game. If they get it on the board and increase their lead to 2-0, they'll be in never even better position here. We'll see if they try to deck off the line here away from these lizards or not. I think they may. Mr. Rocker Crocker says the timing of that cutscene on the surf made me worried that Side-Eye had messed up the surfing and SPP generation. So we were able, a coach identified an SPP issue with their team, I think in the Chaos Cup. We went back and verified it, and that coach was given, the game erroneously gave that coach SPP on a foul, I think. And thankfully we were able to remove the SPP from the player, but that bug at least used to exist and may still exist. Cease rooting for the Skaven offense here. Here's the kick. Another onside kick, and again it's high. You got to trade for this. You can't kick the ball all the way up in the air. Good recovery by Usain Bolt on the line of scrimmage. They may just score in a couple of turns here. There he goes, like the wind. Usain Bolt on the opposing 18-yard line. And now to funnel people through to protect the ball carrier. Mr. Rocker Cracker says, was the Predator Nuffle for Foul SPP live? It was not. We checked. No, it was not. I think we're going to see these other two gutter runners funnel downfield as well. Just trying to get some tackle zones between the Lizards and the ball carrier. Usain Bolt, pretty fragile here. Strength of 2 and AB of 8+. Doesn't have the block skill. Needs to keep these skinks from blitzing the ball carrier. Positioning players first. Looking to get entirely behind the line here. Oh, I don't know about Wayne Gretzky being over there. So Wayne Gretzky... Electric's Man very afraid of the 900% failure rate of rushes. So they should be. So possessioning these players in these chevrons, but this is going to allow the skinks to get in on the ball carrier. Ripper Bolgrot is going to be knocked to the ground on a both down here. Cease graciously lowered the rush failure rate from 900% to 99%. And that worked out for that gutter runner. Oh, no, both down. Used his practice skill to stay on his feet. Re-rolled a die. Worked out. Mr. Rocker Cracker says, all right, I thought the Shackalicious added something Ava made up for a second. Ava's getting his 3 cents for the ads I watch. Turn 9 for the PipStars. So they've got an opportunity to get a 2-dime block on the ball carrier right now. I think if these gutters came in and exerted tackle zones here, they would have been in better shape. And I think rushing... I think rushing would have been very helpful to get these players where you want them to be. But we'll see what happens here. Telestrator of Doom. That's right. I hope I haven't just jinxed this. What am I talking about? Of course I hope I jinxed it. Turn 9 for the PipStars. They just have 1 mark so far. Here comes another Saurus down towards the ball. I feel very confident it's going to be a blitz on Usain Bolt. Under minute to play here in turn 9. There's the first mark. First mark on the rush works out. Slip skit. Here's the blitz. 2-die blitz with the block skill. Slim Scaly on the blitz. Gets a push. I think this might be a re-roll. There it is. Got the knockdown thanks to block. Looking for the 8+. Why? Decides to go for the push instead. But the blitz has been spent. Could have had the knockdown. Yeah, I think that was a... Maybe, I don't know if it was a misclick. He's going to try to pin down Usain Bolt. He may have been afraid of maybe not getting the armor break and then not having someone in position after the ball carrier stands up and runs, but I still think the knockdown was the right call, but we'll see what happens. PipStars with 2 minutes 9 seconds left on the bonus clock. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, but this is an easy blitz to get a 3+2+ to escape. I agree. Now one die against Morgenthorpe's gonna get the knockdown here, looking for a big 11+. Minute 25 left on the clock for the PipStars. Turn 10 now. So the PipStars reposition themselves to leave Usain Bolt by his lonesome. Marks out Slipskit. Or probably doesn't mark him out, but in for an assist here. We'll mark out Bootsy Kazoo. Can you get someone else in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. He can get someone else in there to mark out Slim Scaly as well. And then it'll be a two die blitz on Slipskit. Good action over here by Electric's man. Standing players up, not rolling any dice yet. Doesn't rush with Muhammad Ali. Floats like a butterfly, but looks both ways before crossing the street. $15 seconds to go. I'm enthralled right now. Here's the blitz. One die blitz. Gets a dodge push. Well done. It is going to be a 2+ to score now. Very well done by Electric's man to increase their lead 2-0 with the 2-turn touchdown on the onside kick. Very well done. Yeah, I think the knockdown, I don't know. PipStars on offense here. Once again, they're down 2 touchdowns. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, not the 3+2+ I expected, but it was the rolls made, indeed. Five on the line for the offense. Again, the defense screening this offense out. So the Chameleon here has on the ball. This allows this player to move 3 spaces on a kick or on a pass. And now on the quick snap, roll a D2 on the D3. That means 5 unmarked players get to move 1 space. Gets Pippy under the ball for the 50-50 catch. Doesn't work out. Pips. Maybe it's time for your retirement, Pips. Turn 10 for the PipStars. Bad Dog says, remember kids, when you can knock down a gutter runner, do it. Yeah. They are very important pieces on a Skaven team. There's certain players that man, if you get an opportunity to take them out, I think you take them out. Gutter runners are one, war dancers are one, werewolves are one. Mr. Rocker Crocker says, as I told my Wood Elf opponent today, always fouls things beginning with a W. War Dancer, Witch Elf, Werewolf, Water Runners. Bad Dog says, Pip's hands are sore from signing autographs pregame. Tiger Woods on the blitz, gets a push against El Bandito. Wow, 2-die block against the mighty El Bandito has a... Oh no, it's El Bandito. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Not paying attention. How'd that work? That's crazy. Pippy recovers the ball off the ground, moves it up to the 6-yard line. Neeby says, well, for War Dancers is an additional rule. Foul them into oblivion once they're down. Yeah, so getting them off the pitch is important, but also for certain players, like a War Dancer as a rookie is a blodger. So, like, if you're at the beginning of a league season, right, where teams are fresh, and you're up against somebody that has a blodger, it's going to be really hard to knock them down. So when you do knock them down, if you don't get the removal, you really want to make that knockdown count. And you want to go in and put a cleat in their eyeball and try to get them off the pitch. Yeah, I'm thinking about dinner. You kept Sidney Piewhistle on the pitch for 16 turns? That's crazy. Through bribes or through luck? Were there just 2 drives? Successfully argued the first, second. Well done. 2-die blitz against Trixie O'Reilly. Gets the knockdown here. It's an 8+ to break armor with Mighty Blow +2. But doesn't get it. Blitz by Morgenthorg. Morgenthorg still marked by Tiger Woods. Yeah, I'll bet. Bad Dog says Morg is broken. Morg is very, very strong. Gutter Runner moves down the right sideline. That's Jerry Rice threatening the right side of the pitch. Moves to the opposing 10-yard line, stays in the right wide zone. Turn 11 for the PipStars. If they want to draw this game, or maybe even win this game, they're going to have to score very quickly. Ted Fred really considering the options here. Spending about 40 seconds before taking an action. Starts with a blitz by El Bandito. to get a push against Michael Jordan, the number 2 gutter runner, over in the left wide zone. Failed the rush. Of course he failed the rush. You always fail the rush! El Bandito using a team reroll to get down pitch to the 16. So Dead Fred Dead Fred's playing to win, or at least playing to draw. Recognizing the need to score quickly here, rushes the ball down to the 14-yard line. I think that's 3 more rushes. The good old rush tariffs. There's 2 of them. 1 more to get the chameleon on the back left corner. Oh, it was 2. I'm sorry. That's right. The chameleons are MA7 rather than an MA of 8. But it worked out. 4 rushes all worked out. Then trying the 5+ dodge, and that doesn't work out. That'll be a turnover. Turn 12 now for, in my opinion, the GOAT. 5 turns remaining in this ball game. These coaches have met 1 time before, and in that game, Dead Fred won 2-1. Electric Man deciding where to go to try to stop this score. I don't think they want to overcommit to stop it, because they'll get the ball back. If they can just hold on to the ball or just score again the way they did in the last drive, they'll be in great shape. It's a huge it's a huge advantage to be up 2-0 early in the second half of the game. Or it's really a huge advantage to be up 2 touchdowns in general. Failed the rush. When are they going to learn? When are they going to learn math? 900%. That's just math facts. I just realized, in my opinion, the GOAT's logo is a skull with a rat on top. What is the meaning of that? Gets a push on the blitz, takes a mark on the ball carrier. Again, trying to get some players between the ball carrier and where they want to, where the ball carrier wants to go. It's it's the Ratatouille of Blood Bowl. All right, got players in position. And now taking the blocks on the line, gets a pal against Chompy McChompface. 9+ to break armor here. Yeah. And now a 2-9 with Morganthor against Gatorade, the big guy. 8+ breaks armor. No armor break. In my opinion, the GOAT down to 3 minutes, 35 seconds on the bonus clock. Final turn of the third quarter. The PipStars with the ball on the opposing 14-yard line. They're down 2 touchdowns right now. That's right. Pro gaslighters. After the game, I'm gonna like furiously look up online, like, what does it mean when a rat's on a skull? I don't get it. Denied blitz here against Mike Tyson. Got the pow. And that will be enough. It's going to be a 2-1 ball game. Pips Pippy to score. Get in the end zone, Pips. Get your name back. There it is. 2-1. Very well done. And now it is a 1-touchdown game. In my opinion, the GOAT will have the ball. They need to keep a pretty good hold on this ball for a quarter here. PipStars now on defense. We'll see how Dead Fred fares at defense here. Hopefully not with the onside. Well, he might try the onside kick again. Three on the line, two in either wide zone. All four skinks behind the big lizards, the Saracen, the Crocs. Three on the line for the offense currently. Two back to receive. Usain Bolt and Michael Jordan wearing numbers 1 and 2 respectively. Ajax the Riot rooting for this Skaven offense. Mr. Rocker Crocker rooting for the Lizards and Pips Pippy. Hank the Ranger, welcome to the stream. Hank the Ranger naturally rooting for Pips Pippy as well. Naturally is not the right word. use the redemption, the Pips Pippy redemption. Electrics man with 3 on the line, pulling those big guys off the line. I think that's not a bad idea at all. Putting these two big guys here back as halfbacks here mean that he can reposition them and take the blitz he wants to take, or put them in a spot where he wants them to be, rather than be tagged on the line for the entire drive. All right, the 4 gutter runners back, 2 to receive, 2 backs. Here we go. Middling kick, cheering fans. What prayer to Nuffle do we have? Arguing the call succeeds on a 1/3 chance rather than a 1/6 chance for the drive. Or the prayer to Nuffle is called Friends with the Ref. When you have a cheering fans kickoff event, that used to be a re-roll attempt, very similar to, or not a re-roll attempt. It used to be an event that gives you an extra re-roll, very similar to Brilliant Coaching, but now it gives you a roll on the prayers to Nuffle table. Pulling those big guys off, is he? Look, I don't judge what he wants to do in his spare time. All right, so actually not going to deck off the line here. They could have eaten up a number of turns, especially with the speed. If these players pulled off the line here and engaged around here, they could have stalled this out for a couple of turns, but might be afraid of not being able to hold on to the ball once it comes time to actually do so in turns 15 and 16. So instead, it's going to take this ball up to the line of scrimmage instead and try to hold out away from the end zone. They just need to not give the ball up. Pretty loose cage, just trying to eat up pitch, control as much of it as possible, and now turn 13 for the PipStars. Here come the Lizards. First block's a knockdown on the right side. On the left side, Tiger Woods knocked to the ground. 8+ breaks armor. No armor break. Before this Crocs takes a block, we'll probably see a blitz by one of these Saracises. Most likely El Bandito with Mighty Blow. Now the PipStars need to be a little careful of getting overly aggressive. They're up against a team that is very, very fast. So they don't want to have any major gaps in their defense, or else these gutter runners are just going to shoot past them. And even with the lizards, they might not be able to, or even with the skinks, they might not be able to catch up. Ajax the Ride says, this night has been amazing. I've missed this competition. Oh, thank you very much, Ajax. We're glad to have you in the league. We love watching your games and playing against you. And sharing the rad game of Blood Bowl. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Rocker Crocker. Bad talk. Bad talk. This is El Bandito, Spanish for the bandit. Squiggy McSquig says, agreed. First week of my first season and loving it already. Oh, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. Again, we just love sharing the game of Blood Bowl. It's so much fun. I'm very excited for third season edition too. See what the changes bring to the game. I think BB 2020. So this, if you've played the video game versions, Blood Bowl 2 was based on a version of the game that was basically based third edition. So, thank you very much. It's based on third edition, which came out in the 90s. Eventually, Games Workshop stopped supporting Blood Bowl with product, but there was a committee set up to continue to support the game through rule sets called the Living LRP, Living LRB, Living Rulebook. And that went through like 6 iterations until eventually settling on something called the CRP, the Competition's Rules Pack. Blood Bowl 2 is based on that version of the rules. So that was Blood Bowl for a very long time. And, you know, with any game that is played for a long time, you start to, you know, players start to find out where the cracks are and what is too powerful, what's not powerful enough. In comes Blood Bowl, a new version of Blood Bowl in 2016, followed by a new version in 2020. And with the 2020 version, it was a massive shakeup. We got the passing stat, which wasn't a thing before. Lots of different tweaks to teams and players and skills, and I think it was for the better. And now we have third season edition coming out with some fairly significant rule changes as well. So I'm very eager to see what they do to the game. Squeaky McSquig says, I'm all about sharing and teaching this game. I ran the largest teaching league in the world during Blood Bowl 2. Oh, really? That's awesome. That's great. So he says he's missed the traffic circle talk. Squeaky McSquig says, one of the guys I mentored when I ran Rebel Rookie League went on to win the second Cyanide World Cup. Oh, that's awesome. That's great. We publish this. Be right back. I'm gonna check my division for Squiggy. Turn 14 for the PipStars. Gets a power from the left side. Oh, you know what? Bravo. Well done. Well done, SP Beaver. I thought we upgraded to talking about traffic squircles. Very well done. Ninja Gloppy, welcome to the stream. Go sports, run, run, run. Fight, fight, fight. You know what? We do both in Blood Bowl. PipStars continuing to apply the pressure here. Ball carrier currently marked. Good armor break. Oh, even better with the removal. Michael Jordan in trouble, being marked by Morgan Thorg and Ripper Bolgrot. $53 seconds on the clock here for the PipStars. Fails the boneheaded roll by the big guy. So this big guy is going to be without tackle zones and losing. Well, this if you fail boneheaded, you oh boy. So if you fail the boneheaded roll, you lose your tackle zones, you lose your action. In this case, that was a declared blitz, so lost the blitz as well. Tried to go after the ball carrier here on the blitz. And when the boneheaded rolled, he felt it was important enough to try to spend the reroll, but the big guy, of course, is a loner. As we talked about at the beginning of the game, that's a 50-50 shot of even using the reroll. Failed the loner roll, lost the reroll. The PipStars have no rerolls remaining for the game. Squeaky McSqueak says, wouldn't have re-rolled that. I wouldn't have either. Turn 15 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Penultimate turn. If they can keep this ball safe for 2 turns, they will win their week 1 match and be at the top of the division. Father says, Pippy can't shine if the game ain't on the line. Here's the blitz over the right line zone. 2-9 blitz. Gets a both standing result against Chompy McChompface with Morgan Thorg. Team reroll spent. Got through the loner roll, but didn't get the knockdown. Gets a push instead. That push makes it a 2+ dodge for Michael Jordan. Mr. Rocker Crocker with the sub. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. Oppo Stabs us. Welcome to the stream. We just had a vampire game earlier this evening. Mr. Rocker Crocker is at 3 of 6. Wait, ooh, wow! I thought he was going to run Michael Jordan through that gap, but instead Mike Tyson moves up to mark Don Sarleone. 1 dive block here. Gets a push. All right, that's fine. Pushes straight back here, and it's still 2+. There it is, 2+ dodge away to a rush. Michael Jordan takes off down to the opposing 12-yard line. Will be followed shortly by Wayne Gretzky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wayne Gretzky coming up next. I think we'll see a dodge rush by Jerry Rice as well. Bitwise Bard with the raid. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Glad to have you here. We're winding up our stream here with a couple of turns, unfortunately, but great to see you guys. We're started a brand new competition in our season. It's week 1 of our Dungeon Bowl. Takes a block against Tailgater here. Gets a push out of this. Grab, it's like an inverse sidestep. It allows you to pick that player up and put them down somewhere else. Oh, wow. Sent him down the left side instead. 2 dodges and a rush. Boy, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has no fear. Food Polish says he... The famous Wayne Gretzky quote, "You miss every 6 if you don't roll." Three plus dodge by Muhammad Ali. The number 5 blitzer takes a mark against none other than Pips Pippy over on the left side of the line. Turn 15 for the PipStars. The PipStars need to get at this ball carrier right here, or they have lost this game. They also need to have one of these skinks in scoring position. Ajax the Riot says, Pips needs make me like Mike. 2 SPP for the SARS here, with the Kaz on Pele, the number 9 rookie lineman. Gatorade takes a mark on Michael Jordan. Now with Slim Scaly or even Bootsy Kazoo, it's going to be a 2-die blitz with the block skill. Here we go. Got the knockdown on Michael Jordan. Ball falls out of his hands, stays on the 12-yard line. 1 space off the right sideline. Slim Scaly uses his last point of movement to cover the ball. Who's going to be the scoring threat? It might be Bootsy Kazoo. Bootsy Kazoo has a lane to move downfield here. Does have to do a 3+ dodge with a free reroll against Jerry Rice. It's certainly a safer player than Slipskit. Oh, no. I say as he fails the dodge into a stun. Turn 16 for, in my opinion, the GOAT. Nobody in scoring position. Can he set up a push block? I don't think he can. Bitwise Bar says, dang it would appear I forgot to sign up for this. I'm sorry. If you want, here, I'll give you a link to our Discord. And if you want, I can put you on the list. And if you're in the Discord, when our next competition, it's going to be a few weeks. We just started. It's going to be at least 12 weeks. But if you want, I can put you on the list, the reminder list. And then when our next competition opens, it'll be at the beginning of the season. I'll shoot you a message and tell you how to sign up. And that way you won't have to remember. One dive blitz against Slim Scaly is going to be a push. Slim Scaly is going to sidestep. Oh, you're right, SB Beaver. There's a Blood Bowl after that. I thought I accounted for that, but maybe I didn't. How many weeks did I say? Let's say 15 weeks. Bitwise Bart says, yeah, I'm on the reminder list. Reminder isn't enough for me, apparently. Oh, sorry. Slim Scaly sidesteps onto the ball there, but can't recover it. The ball's going to bounce to the 12. Yeah, 9 weeks of regulation, then the playoffs, and the Blood Bowl. But depending on the Blood Bowl, it could be just a week or two, depending on how the qualification works. Yeah, that's correct. Yep, 9 weeks of regulation, then top 8 for this competition, then we have the Blood Bowl. Failed rush. You fail a rush on a 1-6. That's a 900% failure rate. Final turn of this game. I don't think the PipStars have any way to get on the board. They'd have to push Slipskit on a block by Trixie O'Reilly, and I don't see how they're setting that up. SB Beaver says, so far it's just 2 teams. It's 2 guaranteed teams, but that would mean that the third place teams would qualify for, if BB Nut and Ajax, or not Ajax, BB Nut and Moob make it to the finals again, then yes, the third place teams would would get invited. But depending on how that shakes out, that could be the minimum of 4. Bitwise Bart says ban PB Nut. That's right, I said it. If I said it, it's a guarantee. That's right. No takebacks. PipStars, I don't see a way for them to get on the board here. And I don't think Dead Fred sees it either. Electrics Man says this could be my first ever MAML win. I'm rooting for you. Wait, no, I'm impartial. I'm rooting for no one. Against none other than Pips Pippy himself, I might add. Gets a knockdown against Roger Federer. 10 seconds left to go. Blitz has been spent. I don't see any other blocks he's going to be able to... Oh, he can take this block here against number 3. 2-die block against Jerry Rice. Gets a dodge push out of that, and I think that will be the game. With Pips, anything is possible. 42 seconds left in this ball game. PipStars looking to see what else they can do before they close out this game. Don't see any way for them to reasonably go after... Well, they could go after... I don't think they want to go after the star players. Oh, they're gonna... It's gonna be a GG foul against Roger Federer. Here we go. 2 assists on the foul. Oh, the old GG foul. Good game. Lose a play. Come on. Come on, Apothecary. Oh, the hero doctor couldn't be the hero today. And that'll be it. 2-1 is the final here. In my opinion, the GOAT wins this one against the PipStars. Congratulations to Electrics Man. Oh, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, great match indeed. A lot of fun to watch. We had 2 great games here this evening. Electric Man says I'm dripping with sweat. I know that feeling. Oh, man. And with that, in my opinion, the GOAT is in first place in Division B with their win here in Week 1. Congratulations again to Electrics Man. Lots of games to go here in this competition. Lots of games left in week number 1, and then we have 8 more weeks after that, and then we have a top 8. So lots more Blood Bowl to go. I hope you'll stick around and watch our games with us. We'll take a look at the schedule here before we leave for the evening. All right, coming up next, tomorrow, Sunday, October 19th at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. That's UTC -4. We have World of Cheese versus the Napanee Nightmare. James Like Snacks versus Proud Star. That is going to be, it's week 1. I don't have the teams memorized yet. Let's look this up. It's World of Cheese. So that's going to be Elven Union versus Chaos Chosen. And then a little bit later at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, we have the Believe Broncos versus Carnage Incorporated, the current Chaos Cup champion and Spike Magazine Trophy champion, BB Nut versus McMackey. That will be Nurgle versus, I know that's my division, Nurgle versus Goblins. That will be a really fun one to watch, I think. And then this Monday, October 20th, We have a doubleheader starting at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. We have 2 brand new coaches to the league, 2 new teams as well. The Arlington Nationals versus Houndsmith Huntresses, B-Dog versus Hound Dot. That is going to be Undead versus Amazons. And then immediately following that game at 9 o'clock p.m., we have the Gutterballs versus Entanglements, El Nubarino versus Conkill. That's Orcs versus Imps. And then on Thursday, October 23rd at 8 p.m., it'll probably be the last game of the week. We have the Goodest Boys Strike Back versus the Dream of Wish Foundation, Old Gamer Mike versus League Champion Nick Satan, Necro versus Halflings. We have 4 more games left to be scheduled this week. And when those games get, you had to check on Huntresses for Amazon. I just want to make sure. We had a team last competition that it was like, I can't remember the names, but it sounded like a Skaven team, but it actually ended up being I think it was an Amazon team. That's right, you never know. When those games get scheduled, you'll be able to check out and get alerted to the schedules on our website at maml.club. That's MAML.CLUB, here on Twitch or on our social media pages on Blue Sky, X, and Facebook. You can also watch previous games on our YouTube channel. Play Blood Bowl, man. This game is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, World of Cheese sounds like a Skaven team. This game is so much fun. You can play Blood Bowl via Blood Bowl 3 on Steam, the Epic Game Store, PlayStation, and Xbox, and you can play it in tabletop form at your friendly local game store until tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Again, that's UTC -4. Take care, everybody. Thanks for hanging out at our competition opener tonight. Hope to see you back here for the 2 games tomorrow night, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening.